All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praise to YAHAWAH, Rawchaa Qadash, the honors to the apostles, nails of great millstone, honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in true sincerity. All right, this is the brother of Tawab Kha from GMS Los Angeles / Inland Empire. Come back with another video on the spirit and power, YAHAWASHI. Once again, throughout the YAHAWASHI, for mine is truth. Allow me to wake up another day, doing another video in hopes to edify the hopeful elect. Okay, and the times that we're in, that we're approaching, a lot of talk has been had about the MOTB. A lot of it's been like I said, being spoke about more and more, over the recent weeks and months. And here you start with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the brethren on down, been pushing that the MOTB is this C hip, the chip. And as time has gone on, you're starting to see, news articles, okay, the news, certain news, covering, this technology, and, Esau, so-called white man, really speaking about these international bankers, they're causing all these different, events to go down in the earth, the shift towards that new system, and, everything is going digital. The way people, the way they do commerce, way people do commerce and people purchase things, transactions. When people go to the, people don't even have to go to, you don't really have to go to the grocery store or any kind of store anymore, really, because they got so many different, apps where people can purchase things from home and have those things delivered to them. That's why you have, Amazon, UPS, FedEx. You have these different companies, where people, they don't have to really go out and shop like that. I mean, people still do go out their homes, but, that the online purchasing and digital purchasing is growing more and more and more, especially among, this young generation. The older generation, they still do things, the old fashioned way, but things are becoming more geared and catered towards the digital way of living, which is going, is leading to that chip, and Esau, he's making things so hard, difficult, with the cost of living. This man, he's purposely sabotaging this economy to break the people, to make them yield to that new system. So I'm gonna bring out a few scriptures, just quick to the point. I pray this is edifying to you brothers and you few sisters out there that watch these videos. So I'm gonna get right into it. The first scripture is Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and thy right grievousness which they have prescribed." And that's what this this devil does. He here it is. This man, he's purposely sabotaging this economy. He's making it to where people are struggling. Even with people that have jobs, people that go to work every day, still have that. So I get people are still fucking feel like they're being squeezed, man. And that's what this place feels like. You go to you go to work, you get off work, and sometimes you get your check. You look at your check, and you see Esau then dipped into that shit, a lot, you know, and with the constant prices are constantly going up. You know what I'm saying? It feels like a rat race in here, and a lot of people are starting to feel that, because us as Israelites, we already know how that feeling is, Israel, Jake here in America, we've been, living in that state of, paycheck to paycheck, not knowing when our next meal gonna be, not knowing how long we gonna last at a certain job or whatever the case may be. We always been on that edge, But these Edomites and these other nations, they're starting to feel that squeeze too. They're starting to feel that squeeze. A lot of these Edomites have to downsize. They find themselves moving. A lot of them moving. These are adults moving back home with their parents because they're not. They can't afford, to pay their mortgage. So there are a lot of these people are foreclosing. Their homes are being foreclosed because they can't keep up with the mortgage. And then a lot of these homes are being bought up by these banks. That's why a lot of these houses out here, particularly out here in which is I'm pretty sure it's everywhere else, but I'll speak for out here, because that's where we at in the state of California, down here in Southern California, as well as Northern California. A lot of these homes are pricey, man. Even a lot of Edomites out here are moving. A lot of Edomites, I'm talking about Edomites that have good jobs, so-called good jobs. A lot of them are relocating. They're moving out of California because they're seeing that, it's ridiculous. Even if, they got houses out here in the projects, in ghettos out here, and the houses is ridiculously high, the prices. And then, that's the full prices, some places, some houses out here are $800K. You go to the hood, some of them houses in the hood is $300K. And you can't even get a home unless you put 10% down. So they're making it very difficult, to live that so-called American dream, because that shit is not real, man. Okay, and let me get back to the scripture. This is back in Isaiah 10:1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless." And that's the MO of the so-called white man, man. This man, he's not about being fair. He's not about being just. Okay, this man is unjust. This man is the devil, man. Anytime he does something, even if it seems like he's doing something generous, there's a sinister motive behind it. Okay, there's an agenda behind it. Okay, because this man, he's not a righteous man. He's not a just man. He's not upright, man. Anything that he does, best believe there's guile behind it. There's wickedness behind it. And that's how this society is, man. That's why this society is decaying, man. YAHAWASHI is taking this place down on all levels, man. And the Lord's doing it surgically, strategically. Slowly but surely, the Lord has been bringing this place down throughout the years, man. And now we're starting to see, that this place is coming apart at the seams, man. Like I said, speaking about this economy, this dollar is devaluing. This dollar ain't shit, Now, yeah, you go outside of America, you go to a different country, you can stretch this money because the other this American currency is still somewhat strong in them other countries, but as far as here in America, this dollar ain't shit, man. The dollar is getting weaker and weaker because, like I said, they're purposely sabotaging this thing, to make that new system attractive to people. Because people are having such a hard time. People feel, everything is so inconvenient now. Even when you walk out your door, you might just be walking and you feel this clutter, man. It's clutter of people. Even when you get on the road, like I'm talking, brothers that live in major cities, such as New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, where there's a heavy population of people. You know what I'm saying? You always feel this. It's like that fast paced environment is always something going on. You don't really have, a lot of times, when we in these environments, you really ain't got time to sit down and really think. You try to go somewhere, you try to find a place where, you can be alone so you can gather your thoughts together. And it seems like every time you go somewhere and try to be by yourself, it's somebody always there, man. But that's what they're making it like that on purpose. So when they come and introduce this new system, they're gonna make it attractive. They're gonna make it sound convenient. It's gonna bring that convenience you've been looking for, so-called looking for, right? And a lot of people are gonna be deceived by that, man. But us, that's in the truth. The Lord gave us eyes to see through that bullshit. I got another one. This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. It says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." And that's what this man is. He's a liar, man. He's a deceiver. Like I said, even if he does something so-called good, it's a wicked agenda behind it, man. This man's disingenuous with kindness, okay? Just look what look at this man's track record against our people, the so-called North American Indians. He came as acting like he was cool, but he was being disingenuous, man. He wasn't sincere. This motherfucker came and Gad showed, and the tribe showed this man love when he came over here. They wasn't coming at him all foul and shit. And what did Esau do? He showed his horns, because he's estranged from the womb. Okay. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O power, in their mouth. Break the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. And that's what the Lord's getting ready to do. He's gonna take this man out. He's gonna take this man out because Esau is proud, man. He think because he has, they always say, we have the greatest military on the face of the planet. Can nobody take down, the America? Well, the Lord is going to take this place out, man. YAHAWASHI is going to take this place out. But first, he's raising up his prophets. He raising up his men. To prophesy against this place, to speak against this place. Okay, and the Lord is going to bring a lot of judgments, a lot of plagues upon this society. Because America is going to go through. America ain't just going to be destroyed and that's it. No, the Lord's he's going to bring a purity hell to this place before he takes this place out. This place is going to suffer, man. The people out here that's been living, in that pleasure of sin, been living in that wickedness, okay, indulging in all type of foul behavior out here. The Lord's he's gonna torment these people out here, man. Because of that great pride, because that great wickedness that's being committed in this land. There's no justice in this land. There's no truth except from the the men that the Lord has risen up to speak this word. This is the only truth that is in this society. The men of the Lord that's out there prophesying, speaking this word the 100% correct way, right? Or this is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. It says, the Lord, YAHAWASHI, have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work. And this Egypt is referring to America, okay? The modern day Egypt, which the word Egypt means bondage, which is another word for slavery. Okay, and we serve slavery here in America, and we still service slavery here to this day. To this day, you know. And he says it's a perverse spirit in the midst of this place. You know, you see how perverted these people are, man. The minds of these people are totally perverse, man. You know, I mean, look at the homosexuality, bestiality. That shit is at an all-time high, man. You got fucking Edomite women on social media, you know, talking about eating dog poop, man. You know, doing all type of foul, abominable things on the internet, man. You know, got all kind of wickedness, you know, on that's accessible, man. You know, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, man. Like I said, the pride of life. You know, which is, you know, that's part of the MO of the so-called white man. That's how he wants. You know, he's a beast. He's a beast. He's a bestial man, man. You know, his way of living. That's what he wants these people, the people to be on. You know, he wants the people to be after the image of him. You know, his way of living. And that's another reason why this one of the many reasons this man's gonna be destroyed, man. You know, he's totally averse to what the YAHAWASHI has set up on his planet. All right, it says, the Lord YAHAWASHI have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And that's what we're getting. It's going to get to a point where there ain't going to be no jobs out here, man. And grinding is ceasing here, man. You know, the work, the sound of grinding, the sound of working is getting lower and lower here in Babylon. You know, and like I just mentioned with, you know, where everything going digital, you know, this man has developed technology, you know, with all this AI stuff going on, you know, that's going to eliminate jobs in the future, you know, in the near future, man. Because like I said, the old traditional way, that shit is over with, man. You know, the old way of things being done, you know, this new generation that's coming up now, everything. A lot of these people that's born in the year 2000, a lot of them don't have wallets. A lot of them, you know, they don't have need for things that we used to have to, you know, need for. You know, when you know, back in the day, you know, when you graduated from high school or whatever, you went into the world, you had to go look for a job or whatnot. You actually had to go fill out applications, paper. You know, you actually had to, you know, so-called open a bank account, right? You had to have a wallet, you know, to hold your card and your cash, wherever, you know, wherever personal information you had to keep it on you. You know, you had to actually go to the physical places and actually apply things physically, you know. But now everything is done via the phones, the smartphones, you know what I'm saying? Which that's, you know, eventually that's what is leading to that chip, you know, because they're making, you know, everything with the phone now, you know, they make it seem like the phone makes everything convenient, but really it doesn't, man. In fact, the phone has made shit worse, man, because, you know, with the phone, It got everybody like that's why everything feels fucking congested because everybody's doing the same thing at the same goddamn time, you know. But it's that deception, you know, the Esau's pushing that make it seem like it's convenient, you know. But the point is, that's what this man he wants people to get to that point, that breaking points, so they can, you know, yield to that new world order, man. Basically being slaves into his world, the world that he wants to set up, which he's not going to be able to set up that world, man. You know, this because this place is going to be destroyed, man. All right, it says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, okay, the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Right, because this place, you know, like I said, the Lord, he's raising up his prophets, okay, to speak against this place, to speak about the downfall of this place, okay, because that's what this place is heading to. This place is heading down. It's going to be thrown down with violence, man. And like I said, this place, Egypt shall be like unto women, you know, basically the so-called tough guys here, the men here, okay, they're going to be like bitches. They're going to be like women, okay? All these men that like to walk around with that fake-ass bravado. The Lord's going to break all that, man, you know? Because all that shit is fake, man. That pride, that, you know, all that fucking bravado and shit. Proving like you walking around like you know, like a lot of men in society walking around with that bravado shit, you know? Now, it ain't nothing, you know, we men, you know. Naturally, a man's going to have, you know, we got, you know, testosterone or what have you, you know. I mean, we ain't moles, but at the same time, you got, you know, individuals, they feeling themselves too much, you know. And the Lord's getting ready to burst that bubble, pop that air, you know. Because when all hell breaks loose, when the cash, you ain't able to go, you know, you don't, you know, when a lot of people go to the store one day and they're not able to use the money they had, their account, all that shit goes to zero, to zilch. These people they're gonna start, you know, they're gonna think about the men that were out there speaking this word, you know. But you know, some of them may feel sorrowful, some of them gonna be ashamed, and some of them ain't gonna give a shit. They just gonna take the chibble and, you know, and they was gonna be destroyed any fucking way. But the point is, they gonna remember that the prophets was out there. You know, you were warned, man. When all these things take place, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans out there, you were warned, okay? A lot of you heard about the Israelites. A lot of you are on the internet, okay? A lot of you, you know, they seen us on the streets. You might have walked by, you might have drove by, okay? Some shape, form, or fashion, okay? A lot of you have heard about the Hebrew Israelites, man, okay? Unless you just living under a fucking rock somewhere, you know. A lot of you have been made known, like I said, whether it be, you know, you drove by the camp, you walked by the camp, or word of mouth, or you seen us on the internet, wherever the case, whatever shape, form, or fashion, all right, you've been warned, okay? So when the Lord brings this destruction, you know, and we hope, us brothers that's teaching hell, us in the faith teaching, even starting with apostles and elders on down, we hope we make it, man. You know, because this destruction the Lord is getting ready to bring is devastating, man. Great, devastating destruction the Lord is getting ready to bring, man. And us that's doing the work, we hope we make it, man. Because the Lord is not playing, man. And when the Lord returns, you know, whoever's not on the Lord's good side, whoever's not in the Lord's favor, they're through. Period. You know? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, straight to the point. You know, wrap it up. Pray this was edifying to you, You sincere brothers out there, you sincere sisters as well. Stay strong, man. Keep fighting, man. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. You know, till YAHAWASHI, Lord willing, we be delivered by our Lord YAHAWASHI. So with that, I'm gonna give all glory and praises to YAHAWASHI, by Rawchaa Qadash, double honors to apostles and the elders of great millstone, honors and salutations to a hopeful elect, pushing his word and true sincerity. Shalom.